Today we have gathered here to bear witness to the signing, where we believe that now we will start on the implementation. We are more than delighted because the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development provides an important linkage, and not only in the delivery of our mandate as HRDC, but they also play a critical role in interfacing government and the people in local communities. Alright, so we cannot stop talking of this interface, because whatever we do as HRDC, as a ministry, and as government, it is all about service delivery to the people out there. And they also ensure that livelihoods and the welfare of Botswana are at the center of any developmental discourse. Whereas for us as HRDC, we are interested in the development of human capital. And as we always say, from cradle to grave, looking at education from early childhood, learning through to senior citizens, including the pensioners. Specifically, our mandate, one is to provide for policy advice on all matters of national human resource development. We also coordinate and promote the implementation of the National Human Resource Development Strategy. And we also prepare the National Human Resource Development Plans. We also plan and advise on tertiary education financing and workplace learning. I think for some it might appear as it's Greek, but that is why we have opened up our doors for anybody who is sick or anybody seeking clarification on what we do to engage with us at any given point in time. And on top of that, we also establish and manage a labor market information system and a national education and skills development database. The ultimate beneficiaries of all our efforts are the people, as I always say, on the ground. You will therefore agree with me that we cannot sufficiently develop human capital without ensuring that their basic needs are well taken care of, which is the key function and responsibility of the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. We know that as a country and the world over, there are challenges. Life is not a bed of roses. Wherever you go, there will always be challenges. The same applies in our country. We do have challenges. We know that we're talking poverty, unemployment, and inequality. And these are complex and very much interlinked. Now, the unfortunate thing for us as a country is lack of reliable and comprehensive data to be used for effective planning and policy advice. Or put the other way around, being able to mine the data that we have. I think we do have the data. It's a question of collating the data. And that is where our problem is. And where it is available, there are issues of access, authenticity, coordination, reliability, and validity. This notwithstanding, the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development generates a lot of socio-economic data and information that feeds into our monitoring framework for the implementation of the National Human Resource Development Strategy and the National Human Resource Development Plan. And they also have the administrative data that I talks to social security, a very strong one there, it's a key responsibility, and local economic development, the SMMEs, employment in the informal sector, employment in local authorities, as well as information and knowledge on socio-economic development and policies. Now, the data that is generated will be used to inform both the local and national labor market trends. And evidently, it is clear that statistics and information data produced by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development is essential to the work of HRDC, and particularly as a key organization in the attainment of a knowledge-driven economy. So our mandates are complementary, and as such, there is more that we can achieve in our partnership, in our collaboration. Hence, the need to be working together with this particular ministry. Now, the purpose of the MOU that we will be signing is I want to provide a general framework for facilitating collaboration and cooperation between HRDC and Batho Pele Ministry. Quite often, when you do not have a framework, some instances, I don't know why it does. How well as you go along. So the framework is meant to bring order on how we will be working together. And therefore, the signing marks the consolidation of a true partnership. And I'm glad that even the Ministry of Local Government has identified, or in their statistics 2014-2019, under their local government sector strategic plan, have actually acknowledged HRDC as a key stakeholder and as use of local government information and statistics. So the MOU itself is really meant to, amongst others, facilitate data exchange, joint specialized training programs for both institutions, joint research, publications, seminars, workshops, and conferences. And if we have to provide for policy advice, which we do and which also the ministry does, we really need to be undertaking research, to be publishing what we are coming up with. There's also a need to share expertise based on best practices. It is important that we learn from one another. There are many things that they are doing that we can learn from, and I think there are also many things that we are doing that they can learn from. It's a question of sharing of the best practices and putting order on how you are going to do it or how you do it. The implementation of these core activities will assist us to track national, regional, and international development frameworks, such as NDP 11 and the Sustainable Development Goals. And more importantly, there is Goal 4 that talks to quality education, and also Goal 8 that talks to decent work and economic growth. Now, these are all common in our undertakings, in our respective mandates. Now, in order to bring this MOU to fruition, as HRDC and as a ministry, we have, or there will be established, a joint technical committee comprising officials from both entities. The committee will be responsible for ensuring that appropriate arrangements are in place to agree, review, monitor, and report on the parties' commitments in this MOU. Quite often, I always say that there is a difference between reality and idealism. Now, you can get to understand reality when in fact you start implementing. There are certain issues, items that we will be able to pick through the implementation that we would have not picked when we were working out on this MOU. So that is why it's important that there is really need to monitor and ensure that we accordingly change a tune, looking or depending on whatever we are able to pick from what is happening on the ground. Now, with goodwill, clear ambitions, and strong commitment to working together, we can and shall all deliver on this partnership. And looking at this table, looking at those who are here, I am very much convinced that there is strong commitment from both parties. As I conclude, let me quote Henry Ford, who intimated that coming together is the beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. Now, with these remarks, I would like to invite the Permanent Secretary and the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Revi Birokumamatari, to say a few words. I thank you.
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. Allow me, Director of Ceremonies, to equally convey my gratitude on behalf of my ministry on this occasion that marks the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between our ministry and HRDC. Our ministry attaches great importance to the transformation agenda and concerted efforts towards strengthening effective partnership that we have adequately outlined in our strategic plan that is running for the period 2018 to 2023, which is a 5-year plan, which is aligned to the ideals of our National Vision 2036 pillars of sustainable economic development and human and social development. In this regard, we are here this afternoon to cement our ties, like the doctor said, which resonates well with the commitment of our government to promote economic and social transformation with emphasis on human capital development to make our nation competitive with skills and knowledge. And these are critical inputs premised on private sector development and industrialization. You will agree with me that this Memorandum of Understanding will assist both parties to share information and requisite skills towards the development of our labor market information system, an initiative that our ministry, as an important player in the creation of an inclusive economy, is truly committed to. Director of Ceremonies, as a ministry, we remain committed to ensuring excellent service delivery in our continued, concerted and collaborative efforts to promoting local governance and rural development. This is achieved through having our local authorities well-resourced with human power, coupled with growing commitment to inculcate the culture of research and development in our planning processes to ensure impact. Effectively, our ministry is there to serve. Therefore, we must remain responsive and accountable in the way that we do things, so that people know that our personnel and systems are dependable and predictable. Hence the need to continuously engage and forge links with key strategic partners like Hrdc. By sealing this partnership and collaboration, it is a testament of our unwavering commitment to the terms outlined therein, which shall facilitate the development and sustenance of the labor market information system. It will also be guided by reliable statistical data and information, support our ministry's commitment to sustainable livelihoods and effective local governance through delivery of social development services and municipal infrastructure. To conclude, developing the right skills and providing opportunities for employment and growth can be one of the many ways of making Botswana's population its asset. And like the doctor said, the data that we must use must be reliable and be used for purposes of even planning going forward. And I think many of you know that many economies have done it before, and so we can.
The Board Secretary and the HRDC, Ms. Masingwane Ramadimosi, and the attorney from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, Mr. Batho Pele, to kindly assist in the facilitation of the signing of the MOU.